during the next few labs you're going to have to download code that I provide you with onto the desktop, and then take that code and put it into Visual Studio into an empty C++ project. So you can see at the moment I've got a file here, blackjackconsole.zip, that I've downloaded, and what I want you to do is I want you to first of all create a folder on the desktop. So if we right click and then we say new folder and just give it a name. So what I suggest you do is just call it lab and then whatever lab we're doing. So this is lab 2. Okay, now once we've created that folder, what we want to do is open it up, open up our zip file, select all the files that are in here, and basically just drag them across into that new folder that you've created. Okay, now once you've done that, just simply close your zip file again, because we don't need that at the moment, but that is all of your files that we're going to be using. Now once you've done that, what I'd like to do is start Visual Studio. Now I've already started Visual Studio, so once we get into there, the same process as we did basically in lab 1. So we went File, New, Project, make sure we're in Visual C++, empty project, and give it a name. Now it's going to be Blackjack that we're doing, so I'm just going to call it Blackjack, and then because it's a console version, I'm just going to call it CNSL for console. Okay, now once we've done that, what should happen is we get our project files in the Solution Explorer. They should come up any second now. It's just taking its time, and once we get them, we're going to follow a similar process to what we did before in lab 1. Okay, but we're going to do something slightly different. So what I want you to do is go back to the desktop, select these files that are in the lab 2 folder, and then I want you to Control C, copy them, or you can select them and right click and copy, whichever is easiest for yourself. Now we're going to go back to Visual Studio, and similar to what we did before in lab 1, you'll go to here where it says Blackjack, it's already highlighted in blue, and we'll do a right click and we'll go to add, but this time we're going to add existing item. So when we add existing item, we get a dialog box coming up. Now it's very important that this dialog box, when it comes up, has these 3 files. It's crucial that these 3 files are there. If you do not see these 3 files, you're in the wrong place. Stop and start again. So while we're in this area, if we right click and then we paste, you'll see the files will get pasted in there. You can also see the contents of whatever the first one is. Note also the file names are inside quotes at the bottom here, and what we want to do now is add. Now when we click the add button, what should happen is that the files, you can see they're a mixture of .h and .cpp files, will automatically be put into the correct folder. Okay, so we'll click add, and there you go. Over in the Solution Explorer, the .h files are underneath the header folder, and the .cpp files are underneath the source folder. Now at this point, what you want to do is basically just check that the code's okay. So you want to just do basically a build solution. Takes a bit of time. Hopefully you'll see it coming up in a second, and it should go through each of the CPP files trying to build it, and hopefully it comes up saying that everything's okay. Okay, and it says it's succeeded. So at this point, what you can do is you can actually just run it. Okay. Okay, so that'll do is for this short video. Again, if you want to see the code, you can obviously just click on whatever's here and you'll see the code. Okay. Okay. I'll just stop that there and I'll finish up and close the solution.